Hi ladies, and welcome to today's video. We're going to have a bit of a chat today, and I will do a little bit of demonstrating, but I'd like to talk about aging and the things that we experience with our makeup as we start to clock up the years on the calendar. So how am I versed in being able to speak of these things? Well, I'm turning 55 very shortly, in the next month or so, and I have experienced most of these things myself, including the menopause, and that was fun, and having to change my makeup to suit my facial features, because they do change very subtly. We don't probably notice what's happening at the time, and the skin changes and textures that we experience as we get older. Now, this is not a video to be demeaning. I had some lady place a very strange comment on one of my videos saying something about, don't you mean middle-aged women with sagging bellies or something or other? I thought, whoa, I think you're way off planet there. But anyway, we're going to talk about aging gracefully and using makeup to enhance what we have, and how to avoid the pitfalls of using products that don't suit anymore. So when we're looking at the skin, the first thing is the cell turnover has slowed, and so you should be using an exfoliant to remove all those dead skin cells before you try and put your moisturizers and your foundations over the top. Otherwise, you're going to get those dry patches, and you'll find foundation sticking in spots and wondering why it looks all patchy. So firstly, needing to exfoliate a couple of times a week and finding a product that suits your skin. Secondly, we're then coming into the problem of foundation, and it needs to be moisturizing. We don't want something that's going to dry like a clay. We don't want something heavy like a mask. The mistake you can make is trying to use a full coverage makeup, trying to hide the imperfections or the lines. That full mask is only going to make the lines look worse, and it's going to look just like that. It's going to look like a mask where you've plopped it on and hoped for the best that it's going to give you this flawless look. Well, it's not going to do that. The best thing that you can do is use a foundation that suits your skin type, has a slight reflect, is moisturizing. We don't want a matte finish. A matte finish is aging, so you want something that's slightly reflective to give that anti-aging effect. So while I'm talking on that subject, I'll start putting on some product. This is a popular brand, expensive brand, that I'm going to demonstrate on one side of my face. And this is probably not the best choice, but I'll just show you what it looks like on. Now, this product feels quite greasy, and I think I can tell before I even let it settle that it's going to collect into lines, because it's got that consistency where it's a bit viscous, if that's the word I'm looking for. It's going to keep running. Now I'll pop the age resistance on the other side. I know I keep babbling on about this stuff, but this is my product and I'm very proud of it, and I love how it feels and I love how it looks. It's so much smoother to put on I'm just going to let that settle for a little minute, and while we have a little chat further. So a lot of people are scared off by powder from what they read in magazines or what they're being told, that it's aging and that it, you know, will settle in the lines and it'll make you look older, blah, blah, blah. Yes, it can. And it can when, one, you use too much. So we don't want to put it on like we're putting it on with a mop, for starters. And secondly, if we're using a product which is just simply a talc-based, very ordinary, flat matte powder, sure, that's going to be your enemy. But if you're using a product that is designed to enhance the skin and give a soft focus effect, it just sets everything off. So I'm going to, once again, a very popular, expensive brand on the right-hand side, and it is purely based, where's my glasses, hang on. Let me have a look. It's purely based on talc and starch. There's nothing in it. Very expensive, but that's what it is. So I'm not going to put too much of this on, just to be fair. Now this powder is the matching powder to that foundation that I put on. On the other side, I'm going to put the Silken Veil Finishing Powder, and we'll look at that as well. Okay, we're just going to let that keep settling. The other mistake is using a blush that is too highly shimmery. So we'll pop that on. I'm all aglow. Look. So on this side, I will put one that has minimal shimmer, but enough that it has a bit of reflect and it's not flat. This is the blush Trilogy. We'll put some eyebrows in because I talk about that all the time. We need eyebrows. I'll leave this side without eyebrows so you can see that that's a mistake. Just do that quickly. Now if you're using eyeshadows that have high shimmer up at your brow line, might want to rethink that one. I do see this quite often actually, and I don't think the ladies realise that the first thing that you see coming is this big white blob. Do you recognise that? You see that? You see this often? Yeah, no, not good. So I'll pop a little bit of subtle highlighter under the other eye. Brow. This is out of the brow kit. So just a subtle amount of highlighter as opposed to glamour and glitz. I'll just put a little bit of eyeshadow on. I won't make this an eyeshadow tutorial, but just something for a little bit of shadow so I can include some liner for you. That will do. So if you're afraid of liners, people start tending to use pencil liners. And pencil liners are one thing that will just start running down your face. I hate it. And you can achieve a better look with a pencil brush and some darker eyeshadow, and then use the cake eyeliner to emphasize a line at the lash line as opposed to the pencil liner. So we'll give this a go. So I'll smudge that with a pencil brush. Now on a hot day, that can be quite uncomfortable because that is going to get a bit runny with the heat. Now if I did it with, actually I can do it with cake eyeliner and a brow brush. I can do the same sort of thing. So I've just used that heavier at the lash line. I can then add a little drop of water and use a fine line. Give that little flick up to draw the eye up. And can you see the difference? So here's your pencil liner. Boring. And this has just got a lot more emphasis, and it's just purely using cake eyeliner, dry at the lash line with the double-ended brow brush, which I've lost, this end here, and then topping it with a fine line, or adding a little bit of water with the really fine brush. Okay, mascara. Ugh. I hate putting on other mascaras, so here we go. This, to me, feels hideous. Not to mention, you can't get the damn stuff off. Another popular, expensive brand. And it feels heavy, it feels hideous. Now I'm going to use the 2020. Washes off in water. You can't even feel you've got it on. Now I'll attempt to remove these shortly and show you why I love 2020. Now, I think the misconception that everybody's been fed for so many years is that you need a lip pencil. No, you don't. You can do the same thing with a lip brush, and certainly my brand of lipstick. Not quite sure how that goes with these creamier styles. I'll put a creamy one on one side with a lip pencil, and I'll put mine on the other with the lip brush. And they were matching products, by the way. Okay, so I've put the Cougar Cosmetics lipstick on this side, and I'll just turn my head this way, and you can see how crisp and beautiful that the brush and using that satin lipstick can create a beautiful lip. This side, with this very, very expensive, and I think it's like $30 for the lip pencil and something like $65 or something for the lipstick. This is that side. And I can guarantee I'll leave that on and that will bleed. It's already starting to. That will bleed up into the lines. That lip pencil will not stop it. It just won't. It's a beautiful creamy lipstick. Let's put some more on, shall we? See how it looks all wet and mushy? That's gonna run. Ooh. So how did we come up? Let's have a look, shall we? So this is one side, using all that makeup that we've been using in the past. I didn't really change the techniques as such. No eyebrow. That's a bit wrong. And this is the side I've just created with the Cougar Cosmetics range. And I think you can tell that it looks a lot more youthful than this side that's been created for everybody. Can you see the difference? And I think you can tell by looking at both sides. This side, I think it looks great, but then I think this side looks better. And that's why I created Cougar Cosmetics. I am using the techniques that I have been describing to you through the channel, you know, keeping the shadow within the right eye area, etc. So I've placed the cosmetics where they should be placed, and I've done that on both sides. I could make this side look really tragic by doing it the way we did it in the 80s and 90s, but I think you can get my drift. I hope that's been helpful. If you have any questions, please, by all means, ask me. I'm really happy to try and help you. I'm just really trying to drive the point home that not all cosmetics are created equal. And we cannot create a range of product designed for everybody because it just won't work for everybody. And I designed these products for the more mature woman because it works on the more mature woman's skin. Addressing such things as lipstick seep. There's no such thing as lipstick seep in Cougar Cosmetics lipstick. This will bleed. I will show you that this mascara will come off. I was going to show you how to remove the mascara simply with water. So I have water, and I don't want to get this all over me right now, but and the mascara is gone. I'll do that on this eye with the same pad and the same water. And what do we get? Let's have a look. Oh my lordy. So is this how you're waking up in the morning? 'Cause I can't stand it. Well, I got it off my lashes, but it's all over my face. And try as I might, I can't get that off. I'm going to have to go and get some eye makeup remover. So it's a pretty scary ending to the video. I hope you've learnt something. If you would like some help, please, by all means, feel free to contact me at www.cougarcosmetics.com.au or .com. You can send me a message through there and I can get back to you, or you can contact me through my Facebook page at Cougar Cosmetics. You can private message me, and please like and share that page. Also, please subscribe to the channel so you can be the first to hear what's going on next. And you're welcome to join us on the Cougar Cosmetics Women's Forum on Facebook, a support group for women. Thank you for your time, ladies, and I'll catch you again soon. Bye now.